All right, welcome to Frank Teaches DevOps. Okay, in this video, I am going to explain or share with us how you can um, Dockerize your image. All right, Dockerize the image using Docker and push the image to AWS ECR. In my last video, I did something about dockerizing the image and pushing it to Docker Hub registry. All right, Docker registry. So in this video, I will be doing something totally different. S- Though same concept, but different platform. All right, I will be dockerizing the image and pushing the image to AWS ECR using using Jenkins, Jenkins, Jenkins. All right. Okay. Um, I've searched a lot on the internet to see if I could see this kind of video. All right. Where you build your Docker image and push them to AWS ECR, but I've actually not seen a descriptive video. Okay, and I think this video will be a go-to video, all right, for anyone who is wanting to push his Docker images to AWS ECR. All right, without further ado, so let's just look at um, the architecture. So here's the architecture. So from Jenkins, I'm going to build my pipeline and push it, build and push to AWS ECR. Okay, and the requirement is one on the list is create an ECR repository. So one of the requirements is to create an ECR repository. So for that, we'll go to AWS and type ECR Elastic Container Registry. Click on that. All right. So that's the first requirement on our list. Create ECR repository. So click on create ECR. I'm going to make it public. This is the path. I'll just say ECR demo img. Just keep it simple. ECR demo img. That's all you need to do. That is all. That is all. Click on what? Create. So once the repository is created, search for that repository. This is the repository. So click on the repository to get what's it called? The the commands we need to use. All right. So click on push view push commands. All right. So we are going to need few things in here. Few things. Almost everything here. All right. So I'll keep this page open. Okay. Now the next on our list is create the Jenkins file. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'll go to my GitHub repository. So here's my GitHub repository, and here's my Docker file I'm going to build. It is just a simple Docker file. Docker file is based on CentOS 7. On this image, I want to create this user, and at the same time, I want to pass this password as a standard input to this user. All right, to this user Frank. Then I also need to do a yum update and install MySQL client on this instance. All right, so just it's just a simple Docker file. All right, so let's go back. So in here, I'll be creating a Jenkins file. Click on add file, create new file. I'll call that Jenkins file, capital J, Jenkins file. So I'll write my pipeline pipeline, so that will be agent is any. All right, stages. Hey, stage. First stage is build stage. It's a function. Then the steps. Here come the steps. So just print env, right? Then what else? I just want to print environment variables. Okay. Then the next one is docker docker build minus t. Okay, so ecr demo img. So I will be tagging it. So let's tag it dollar build underscore id. Okay, 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 okay. Let me build it first. All right, let me build it first. I'll need this part later. All right, so building the image, that's the stage. All right, so yeah, I'll close it and close the stage. I've closed the step and I've closed that stage. Okay, so the next stage is push to publish ATR. It's a function, sorry. Publish to ACR. Okay, so these are the things we'll be doing. I am going to be using an AWS with env function. All right, so I'm going to be using with env function. Yes, with env, there are three ways. There are three major ways you could use to push your images to AWS. So one is using the with env function. The other is with AWS, and the other is with credentials. Okay, I haven't tried out. I've not tried out with credentials. I have tried out with AWS, but there were challenges. The challenges I had was the plugin challenges. Okay, so I could not install the AWS SDK on Jenkins. Okay, so and that SDK comes with this with AWS build step build step. Okay, but the pipeline, the other plugin I was able to install came with env came with env. All right, so I'm going to show us after this stage. I'm going to show us the plugin you need to install on the Jenkins side. All right, so with env is also a function. It's also a function. So we're going to pass the AWS credentials, my AWS credentials as environment variables. I'm also going to create these environment variables on Jenkins. All right, so I'm going to pass them as environment variables. My access underscore key underscore ID is equal to dollar open brace env dot all of these as it is. Copy these, copy and paste. Close it, double quote, comma. Do the same thing. The same thing you're gonna do is gonna be for your secret key. Um, Paste that. Um, Double quotes. It has to be AWS secret. Sorry, secret underscore access underscore key, so that is equal to dollar into env dot paste it. So we are going to create all of these as environment variables. Paste it there. Access key. All right. Access key. Close it. Double quote. Comma. Then the last but not the least is AWS underscore default region. AWS underscore default underscore region. Okay, is equal to that env dot to copy copy and paste. Great. Close it. Double quotes. Square brace and close the function. So it's a function. So you come down. So the next thing we have is, so after your environment variable, after authentication. So what this line is doing, this line is authenticating, is you're authenticating to your AWS tenant. All right, great. So now the next line is the line that uh, will create the token, the authentication token. All right, so this next line, we're going to use docker login. So we have it up here. So that was why I said we should not close this page. So this is Docker login, all right, AWS, blah 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 blah. But it's gonna be in a different way. We're gonna pass it differently. If we should pass it like this, we're gonna have some challenges, all right. But I'm going to use everything, every item on this list, okay, in my Jenkins file. I'm gonna use every item on that list. Okay, so my user is AWS, and specify the password as a variable. Let's come in here and say AWS, which is what we have here, AWS Ecr public get login. So I'm going to copy all of these now. I'm going to copy all of these, copy all of these, this part, come here, paste it there. Okay, bracket close, space, then your what's it called, the path to your repository. Okay, so copy this path, come over here, space that, yeah, so that's all we need. All right, so this is what's happening. Okay, um using the keyword, the user AWS. All right, so docker login user, you're logging in as an AWS user. Then the password. Okay, so this password is being gotten from this initial authentication you've already made. All right, then the region is US East 1. It has to be the way it is on what AWS has given. Okay, it has to be the way it is here. Okay, so I think that's that. We close it with this brace. Okay, so the next line, so that's the authentication line. So the next line, authentication token, is to now build. Okay, okay, we've built. We can also still build if we so desire. Okay, we can still build it. Okay, Docker. Let me just copy all of these. I could leave this part. Just cut it from here. I don't need that part. Paste it here. Okay, Docker build is this. Okay, after building, I may want to tag it. Let me tag it. So Docker. tag, a built image, right? Tag it with a build ID and use build underscore ID. Okay, yeah, that's it. So Docker tag, we just tagged it. Then after tagging, we might now want to push it. So say shell Docker push. We specify all of these. Your public ECRO. Where's my public ECRO? This part, copy this part. So this is what you have here on your AWS. So the Docker push part, Docker push. Okay. So copy this, copy that, come over here. Docker push public.ecr.aws slash all of these slash the image name. So we still have to pass our build, our tag name, build underscore ID. That's that's hey, that's it. That's it. So we are through with this stage, and let's close our function. Let's close this function. That's a function. Let's close it. Close the function with that brace. All right. Close the stage with another brace. We've closed this function. We've closed this stage. Sorry, we've closed that step. We need to close the stage. Close the stage. We've closed the stage, and we also need to close um, the stages itself. Close the stages. Close the stages. We've closed the stages. I need to close the pipeline. So come down and add the final curly brace to close the entire pipeline. So this is all we need to do, all right, on our Jenkins side. Okay, so I may now move on to my sorry on the GitHub side for the Jenkins file. I may now move on to my Jenkins to create these environment variables. All right, so let me save it. Save. It has been saved. Let me just open it so that I can see what I need to create. All right, I need to create these. Okay, so yeah, so let me go to my back to let me duplicate this page. Let me go back to my AWS, my I am user, I am, I am users, Frankie's users. Let me check if I have that file here. Go to download access key. I have my access key somewhere. I have my access key somewhere. I have my access key somewhere. Okay, so why is it not going? It's, let me Okay, so I need to make my key active. So it's not active. All right, so I need to hop to my Jenkins side. So all I need to do, I just need to create these environment variables. So let's check. I've created the ECR repository. I've created the Jenkins file. So the next thing is to install the necessary Jenkins plugins for AWS. So go to Jenkins and then go to manage Jenkins and go to manage plugins. All right, so the plugin I need to install, I've installed it already. The plugin is for pipeline. Let me check. You also need to install Docker pipeline. Let me see. AWS. I installed. Was it AWS step? No AWS step. AWS pipeline. Okay, this didn't work for me. This didn't work for me. So what I installed was AWS step. Okay, also this. Let me see. Five. Bum 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 bum. There was a plugin I installed. So this Docker pipeline, all right. Yeah, Docker pipeline. Let me see. Just one sec. Okay. I've seen the plugin you need to install is AWS Credential. Right? So you need to install this plugin, CloudBees AWS Credentials plugin, for you to be able to use access keys, all right, AWS secret key, and all of that. This AWS Credentials plugin comes with it comes with the it comes with let me close these pages. It comes with EMV function. All right. So the plugin you need to install is AWS credentials. Okay, so that's it. So that is that on this part. Install necessary Jenkins plugins for AWS. So the plugin you need to install is AWS credentials. That's a plugin name. All right. This is a plugin name. Plugin is equal to AWS credentials. The next thing on our list is create environment variables on Jenkins. So go back to Jenkins and create environment variable. So the environment variable we are going to create, click on manage Jenkins and you click on configure system, and you go to global properties. On global properties, you check environment variable and click on add environment variable. So the first environment variable we shall be creating is where's my Jenkins again? So let me copy all of these. Let me just copy all of these so I don't have to be going back and forth. Copy. Where's my Jenkins? So the first is my AWS access key. So cut this, add another. It's my AWS access key, add another. Okay, so my AWS access key. So what's the value of my AWS access key? Here's the value of my AWS access key. Copy that, come over here and paste it. That's my access key. So the next one is my secret key. It's my secret key. So bring it up here. Here's my secret key. Copy, it's been copied, and paste the value there. The last but not the least is my region. Okay, AWS default region. So my region is EU West 2. All right, so EU West 2. So that's all. I've created these environment variables found here. I've created environment variables found there. So just click on apply and save. Okay, apply and save. Okay, let's go back to our whiteboard. So we've created the environment variables. Then we are all set. So let's now, the next one is now the create Jenkins pipeline. Create the Jenkins pipeline. Let's go back to Jenkins. Sorry, Jenkins, and then let's create a pipeline. So new demo demo ECR. All right, it's gonna be a pipeline, and say okay. Okay, so click on pipeline, and definition is pipeline script from SCM. So my SCM is GitHub. So the URL, I'll go to my repository, come to come here. My branch is ECR branch, HTTPS, copy that, come over here, paste it. I don't think I need any credential because I'm using HTTPS. Okay, then the branch is ECR branch is ECR branch ECR branch. Then the script path is Jenkins file. So that's all. That's all we need to do. That's all. That's all. So click on apply and click on save. Okay. Click on apply, click on save. So let's see if everything goes well. So we now need to click on build now to trigger the pipeline. So let's see. Click on build now to trigger the pipeline. All right. So it's now building. Let's see if everything goes well. Let's see if everything goes well as planned. Failed. Let's see what's failed. Let's see what failed. Oh, just syntax error. Docker this is requires exactly two arguments. Docker tag. Okay. Okay, all right. It's just syntax error, which we have to take care of. Okay. All right. So this is the error. We didn't specify the target image. Okay. So we didn't specify the target image. So edit the Jenkins file. So if you can see here, this is what AWS has for us. Let's just copy it, keep it side by side. So the target image will be, this should be tag latest. Let's give it latest. So target will be this. Copy that, paste it there, column, build ID. All right. So this is what we are doing. So we are tagging this image as our latest image. Then we are target image. All right. So this is tagged image, and here is the target image. This is how it should appear on our repository with the build ID. Okay. So let's get rid of this. All right. So we are good to go. Submit, and come back to your Jenkins and backup and build. So let's see if everything goes well. If everything goes well, if everything goes well, okay. if everything goes well. So it's like take some time. Let me pause and all right, let's allow it. Let's just watch. Let's just watch. Let's just watch. So at this stage is publishing to success. Okay. So it published to ECRO. So let's see. Let's check the build ID. Let's see what happened. Click here, console output. So in the console output, we got to print the environment variables. So build ID, using build ID, concept of build ID. You can see where I was able to log in successfully. Docker login with the AWS user, AWS authenticating. So these are the this is my token. Okay, login was succeeded, and Docker building the image. Okay, this is the Docker file, build, build ID, and successfully tag it as latest. Then this was the proper tagging with the build ID number two. Okay, Docker push, it was pushed to this repository. The push refers to the repository, blah 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 blah. Okay, so build was what? Successful. So let's go back to our Docker registry, sorry, my AWS registry, and check one or two. So this is my repository. Okay, so if I refresh this repository, I should get my image being pushed to um, AWS. So this is it. I've pushed this image with this build ID. So this is the tag build ID number two. So if I click on the build ID, so this is what I get. Okay, great. So if I want to pull this image, this is how I will pull it. I'll say Docker pull. Let me see if something is there for me. View public listing. Let me see. View public listing. Oh, okay, all right. No need, 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 no need. All right. Okay. So this is it. So let me build one more time. I will want to change the image tag. I could come to here and edit build ID. I've used build ID. So let me look for what to use this time around. Environment variable. Let me use Git commit. Should I use Git commit or I should use let me look for something. You could use Git commit, you could use build ID, you could use build tag, build tag to come like this. But build tag will not tell you it will not give you a revision. Build number, we could use build number. Build number is something as build ID. Okay. Yeah, let me go. Let me just go with git underscore commit. Git underscore commit. So if I come here and I'll change this to git underscore commit. Okay, and if I save it, do the same thing here. Copy, copy, come here and do the same thing here. Paste. Great. Save changes. Changes saved. If I come to my Jenkins and click on build again. Let's build another. Ah, that's clicked on almost all of it. So we would be able to see something different on our repository. So this time around, we are using the concept of Git finish building. So come here, Git ID. Okay, so Git ID, but Git ID is not giving me something. I built because I just built two. I'm supposed to be see two different three and four. Let me change it. Let me just stick to what makes sense, which is build ID, build ID. So build ID gives you a proper numbering. proper and better numbering. So build ID. So let's save that. Save changes. Come to your Jenkins dashboard. Come to Jenkins dashboard. Come to Jenkins dashboard. Let's build one more time. Build one more time. You should see build ID number 5. This should give us build ID number 5. All right. Build ID number 5. Let's wait. Let's wait. So it's finished building. Come to here. Refresh. I should get build ID number 5. 5,2. So I'm getting 5,2. So open it. Uh, why is it giving me this? Giving me this. Why is it? Whoa, 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 whoa. It's not making sense. Okay, so this is how you 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 push you dockerize your Docker image, and push it to AWS Ecr using Jenkins Pipeline. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please kindly like, share, and subscribe to our channel, so that from time to time you will be getting latest hits, latest Docker hits, latest DevOps hits from us. All right. So thank you for your patronage. Thank you, and see you guys. See you guys in my next video series. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.